What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 52 of NoFap. The time is 11:07 a.m. This might have been the latest I've ever done a vlog, but I woke up at... I usually wake up because I know I go out every Friday, or I try to go out every Friday to hang out with people. But I always know that I come home super late, and then I have to make my nightly update, and then I have to shoot a bit. I have to edit it, and then I have to upload it. So I went to bed at like 2:30. So I went to, and I woke up at 8. My alarm goes off at 9:30. I usually set my alarm for 9:30 because I know that I have long nights on Fridays. So I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep. My alarm went off at 9:30, and then I went back to sleep. So I went back to sleep twice because I was dying. I think, especially given how tired I was last night, and also all the food that I ate, it was definitely like, my alarm was next to me. I shut my alarm off, and I was just like, no, I'm going back to bed. So I slept for another hour, woke up at 10:30, and I started to, I looked at my phone. I did my bed, prayed, and then I looked at my phone, and I saw that somebody that I had met in art school reach out to me and thank me. So for those of you who don't know, I went to a performing arts college, and Mike knows. I went to a performing arts college, and I think during my first or second semester there, during my first semester there, I was still looking for a church to go to, and what I found was, and it shocked me, was there was a Bible study at my college, at a performing arts college. There was a Bible study, and I was not expecting that. And over the semesters, I continued to go to this Bible study. And when the leader had left, I took up the mantle of leading that Bible study. And it was certainly daunting, looking back at it, because I had never led anything like that before. And a lot of the times I would just go over what my pastor was saying. I'd be taking notes on Sundays from my old pastor, and I would use that to have a discussion with people on when Bible study would happen at my performing arts college. And so I met this guy there, and he was really struggling with, he was really struggling with other Christians. He had been hurt by other Christians. He went to a Hillsong, and he was really hurt by the people there. So I don't remember what I told him, but I do remember, but what he said to me this morning was like, hey, like, you really helped me out. You really were, he mentioned my vulnerability. He was shocked at the vulnerability that I had, that it was very refreshing to hear, because when I think about churches out there that are like, that don't really dive deep, that are really into the feel-good message of the Bible rather than the realities of the Bible, which are pain and suffering. You should expect pain. Read 1 Peter. Like, expect pain and suffering. It's gonna be rough, and honestly, your life is gonna be harder as a Christian, but that is because you know the truth. And also, this world's culture is completely against it and will always be completely against the Bible. Like literally anything that's popular in this culture, run the opposite way and you're probably good. So and also, you know, there were times when he was struggling, and because I don't know the specifics of his hurt with Christianity, but just to hear that I was able to encourage him, that he probably wouldn't be on his walk with God if it weren't for me, it was very encouraging. It's very encouraging. But further than that, it was good to know that I furthered the kingdom of God somehow. And so that filled me up with a lot of energy. that definitely gave me a lot of energy for this morning. So I'm going to use that energy to destroy my abs and destroy my legs. So yeah, you never know whose life you can change through your testimony. So share the testimony of, you know, how you came to Christ often, because you never know whose life you can change. And open up your struggles to your brothers, for, you know, because we're all out here struggling with the same thing. Girls struggle with different things, but sometimes it's the same, but girls usually struggle with different things. As men, we definitely need to open up to each other when something's going wrong. And I can either tell you you're being an idiot, stop what you're doing, or hey man, I've been through that too, you know, but it gets better. So I think that's I think that's the same with NoFap. So you know, I've been through a lot in my life, and, you know, being able to share that, being able to be vulnerable and open to other brothers, and to encourage each other to keep going, and that we're on the right track, I think that's pretty important. So yeah, I hope everybody out there who's doing NoFap, who's struggling with a lot of that stuff, stay strong. You're not the only one. You've got other people struggling with the same thing, and I hope it goes well. But for now, I'm gonna go crazy at the gym. So I will update you guys in a little bit, but for now, check out this workout. So everybody, we're back. It is 10:42 p.m. Let's get into it. So today was a pretty interesting semi-work day. After the gym, I came home, I ate some food, and showered, read my Bible, and prayed. And I sat here. New ads, my revised ads came in. They look great. They're exactly how I wanted them to be. And I did a little bit of editing here and there to make it a little bit more appealing as well. So yeah, I'll be running those ads go live tonight, and starting at 12. This is kind of like my last shot. This might be the last ads I run for a while, until I can get my funds together so I can pay for more ads, really. So yeah, it's did a little bit of research here and there, but for the most part I was just like, it's just throwing this ads out there. Like, this is gonna be the last ads that I test. I hope it does well. I really do. I hope it really, like, all it takes really is just one product to be profitable for me to make all that money back. So if these ads do well, then I can make all of the money that I've lost, I can make it back and more if these go well. All it takes is just one product to be a winner. But we'll see what happens. Really, we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna, honestly, I've done everything I can. Now it's just up to God, and it's up to the market. So, I'm hoping and I'm praying, but either way it goes, I know I'm gonna be okay in the end. If it ends up being a success, then praise the Lord. If it doesn't end up being a success, praise the Lord. Maybe there's more to, maybe there's something else that I need to do first, but either way, I'm going to keep walking this path that I'm on, and I know everything will turn out okay. So, with that being said, NoFap today was a little difficult. I have the urges here and there, but for the most part, staying focused on the work, trying not to stress out too much about it, and doing a bit of job search here and there really helped with NoFap. But it's a tiring day. As you can tell, I also did a little bit of singing. If you can't hear it in my voice, I did some singing to relieve some stress, so that helped. So let's get to your comments and questions. Mike, for those of us not familiar in the field, can you give a very brief explanation of the distinction between an agent and a manager? That's a really good question. Do they work on commission, or are they additional expenses to you? I liked your discussion of the necessity of really wanting to end an addiction by being willing to go to war. That is precisely correct. Well, yeah. Okay, so your question. The difference between, and I'll try to be brief with it. The difference between an agent and a manager is an agent will find work for you to do, and a manager will help you with your public image as well as find work for you to do. Managers usually take a bigger cut of the pay because they're helping you along with more things, such as building your brand. An agent doesn't build your brand for you. They just send you out to do work. They find work for you. They see how you are able to be marketed. They're essentially doing what I'm doing in business, is taking a product and selling it as well as possible. So that's what they do. That's what agents do. A manager can also do that, but they have a bit more of a, they get a little bit more hands-on with my career, and public image is one that managers deal with and agents don't. Especially a bunch of HR stuff. They're good for really when your career is definitely flourishing. But in my case, the reason I want to get a manager is because I need somebody to watch my back, basically, is to let me know what I need to do, or what I could possibly be missing within my portfolio. And the school that I went to had very specific rules, they gave a lot. It's advice. It's not like a rule, but they gave the advice that agents should only take 10%. If they take any more than that, then it's probably not worth it. Managers can probably take 20% of your income, but that's because they do a lot more. it's a little bit, it isn't like doing more. It really is kind of just like they specialize in something else. They specialize in your career image, you know, stuff like that. An agent is a lot more focused, and they can take on a lot more clients too because of that. So because if they have this spreadsheet of talents that have specific looks and specific acting abilities, then they'll be like, okay, here's the audition. I can send these certain types of people towards that audition. So yeah, but that's the main difference between the agent and the manager. Manager is there for your career, like public image, as well as connections, as well as all the other stuff. And an agent is there to get you work. So, well, okay, hold on. An agent's there to get you work. A manager's there to make you look good, essentially, and shape your career. But anyway, yeah. Thank you. That's a good question. Yeah, I haven't managed that. I haven't tried to put the distinction out. I knew it in my head, but I've never said it in words. So, do they work on commission? They work. So whenever I book a job, that's when they get paid. So when I get paid, they take a cut. So if I sign a contract with them or they take me on, there isn't any kind of like, I don't pay them hourly, and I don't pay them on the daily, or I don't pay them at all until I get a job. Like if I book something, that's when they get paid. So it's in their interest for me to get booked. So they're gonna do everything they can to try and get me booked. Shooting a commercial, shooting a show, shooting it like anything. So, you know, say I have say I book a commercial. Let's take my agent for example. Say I book a commercial, I get paid $500 or $600 usually for the day shoot. So for shooting day I get paid $600, and then for the usage, which is, you know, whatever they shot, because it has my face in it, they pay me for that. So they're paying for my image. And that's usually goes upwards. It varies. Sometimes the lowest I've seen is $2,000. The highest I've seen is like $14,000. But it's usually around $6K. I usually when I book something, it's usually around $6K. So yeah, it's a very competitive market, or a very competitive field. But I don't think they take 10% of my day job or like the day shoot. I think they take 10% of the usage fee, like the usage. So if I get paid $6K for the usage, they take $600. I get paid $5,400, which, since they found that job for me, they deserve 10%. So, yeah, that's how it usually works between an agent and a manager. Will probably, you know, send me out for other stuff as well. If I book that and it wasn't my agent, then I pay them 10%. So if I end up having a theatrical agent, then that's going to be a whole different story, because they're going to have to work together, and I'm going to have to pay my agent and my manager 10% as well. So I'll be losing out on 20%. However, I'm probably going to be sent out for more stuff, since they're both, like, an agent and a manager is both going to be looking. And the thing about it is a manager kind of has a little bit more power in the work relationship, because the agent has to go through the manager. The manager is there to do their job, which is manage my career. If they see a job that my agent is sending me, and they say, no, we're not going to send him out to audition for that, they have the power to do so, which can be annoying for some agents if they have a different view of what they see me playing. So yeah, it's that's why I need them to work together really well. But that wasn't a brief explanation. That was a long explanation. But that is a good question, Mike. I appreciate your comments as always. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to try and get some sleep. And I'm probably going to do some prayer because I won't lie. I'm a little bit... I still have that small feeling of anxiousness. No, because I really hope those ads work. It's not the end of the world if they do, or it's not the end of the world if they don't. But I really hope they do. But either way, it's God's will first. However, I would appreciate some prayers from you guys. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope everybody is doing well with their NoFap. November's over. I mean, it was over yesterday, but November is over. I'm on day 53, which is nice. By the end of this year, I'm not going to be at day 90, but I'm going to be at day 80 something. So that'll be fun. And then once it hits day 90, I might not do daily vlogs, but I definitely still want to do vlogs. But it'll give me more chances to come up with, I was thinking about it, after the daily vlogs are done, I still want to do vlogs, but because of how much more freedom, I have, because I'm not going to do them daily, I kind of want to up the production as much as I can, and make it more like a lifestyle kind of vlog. As well as, continuing to do the Let's Talks here and there. It's kind of like a mini podcast. My Let's Talks are like mini podcasts. I try to make a mini podcast. It would be nice to have somebody to do a Let's Talk with, but that would be a full-on podcast. But I still have, I released a short a few days ago. It's one of my most popular video was when I hydroplaned and saved my car. But I released a short of that. So I also kind of want to do shorts too. I want to do some informational stuff as well as maybe some funny stuff, who knows. But I definitely want to, stay true to the channel name as well. Everyday Truer. I want to, make it about self-improvement. So let's, when after day 90, I'll start working on that. See how this YouTube channel grows into something else. But I definitely want to be focused on self-improvement all the time. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for watching. Stay strong, stay focused. I'm with you guys. I know you guys are with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.